Hey Tigers! In our video today we're going to read the story called Elbert's Bad Word. This is by Audrey Wood and illustrated by Audrey Wood and Don Wood. This is read with permission from Houghton Mifflin Harcourt Books. Elbert's Bad Word. Today I want you guys to be thinking about what the author's message is, what he's trying to teach you, or she is trying to teach you in this text. It's kind of the same thing as a lesson or a central message or a moral. And I'll be talking through this book and asking and answering questions as I'm reading, just the way you guys should be answering and asking questions when you guys are reading also. Elbert's Bad Word. This book was mine when I was little. I liked this book. It was a good one. One afternoon at an elegant dinner party, young Elbert heard a word he had never heard before. The word floated by like a small storm cloud. It was ugly and covered with dark, bristly hairs. With a swift flick of his wrist, Elbert snatched the word up from the air and stuffed it into his back pocket. Forgetting about it, the boy went on his way. But the word waited patiently. When Aunt Isabella sang opera in soprano, the word made itself small and flew into Elbert's mouth like a little gnat. That's when the trouble began. Chives, the butler, tried to bounce too many trays of deviled eggs. He dropped them all into Madame Frita's gown. Madame Frita spilled her spritzer on Sir Hilary's bald head. Sir Hilary threw his croquet mallet up into the air. Then, with a terrible thud, the mallet landed on Elbert's great toe. Elbert opened his mouth to scream, but the bad word sprang out, bigger and uglier than before. Everyone at the party was shocked. They couldn't believe their ears. Come with me, young man, Elbert's mother said with a frown. The word made itself small again, about the size of a rat, and followed in the boy's shadow. In the lavatory, which is a bathroom, Elbert's mother handed him a bar of soap. We do not say bad words, she said. Clean it out of your mouth and never use it again. While Elbert scrubbed his tongue, the bad word sat on his shoulder, snickering wickedly. You see the bad word? I want you guys to think about what the author is trying to teach you. The more we get into this story, the more you guys are going to be able to think about that. Elbert knew something had to be done. He ran down a cobbled path, past the reflecting pool, beyond the gazebo, and knocked on the gardener's cottage. The gardener, who was also a practicing wizard, opened the door with a smile. Come in, he said, and bring that thing with you. Okay, so on this last page, Elbert was washing his mouth out with soap to get the bad word out. And then on this page, he's going to the wizard's cottage. I wonder why he would go to the wizard's cottage. I wonder why. What could the wizard do for him? The wizard gardener knew right away that Elbert had caught a bad word and needed a cure. Opening his desk, he pulled out a drawer filled with words that crackled and sparkled. Sometimes we need strong words, he said, to say how we feel. Use these and perhaps you won't get in trouble. So Elbert used a bad word, but the wizard is telling him he needs to use strong words instead of a bad word. Taking the sparkling words from the drawer, the wizard gardener tossed them in a bowl with flour and honey. He added raisins, milk, eggs, and mixed them all together and then baked a little cake. The cake was delicious, so Elbert ate every last crumb. And as he did, the ugly word shriveled to the size of a flea and hopped onto his necktie. So the word didn't go away. The word is still there. And the gardener told him to use strong words, not bad words. Everyone was enjoying Cousin Rudolph's oboe solo in D minor when Elbert returned to the party, but soon the trouble began anew. Do you think he's going to use a bad word, or do you think he'll use a strong word? Chives the butler tripped on Madame Frita's feathered boa. Madame Frita dropped her chocolate mousse on Sir Hilary's bald head. It's repeating itself, isn't it? So the first time this all happened, Elbert yelled out a bad word and he got in trouble. Now that he's eaten that wizard's little cake, I wonder what he'll say now. Sir Hilary threw his croquet mallet up into the air. Then with a terrible thud, the mallet landed on Elbert's great toe. The music stopped. Everyone stared at the boy. Elbert's face grew red with anger. Do you think he's going to say a bad word? Or do you think he'll say strong words instead? My stars, thunder and lightning, rats and blue blazes, suffering cats, blistering hot toads, zoods and gadzooks, he shouted. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief and gave Elbert 3 rousing cheers. He used strong words there, didn't he, instead of bad words? But no one was more pleased than Elbert. As the music began again, he saw something that looked like a little spider scurry down a dark hole and disappear. What was it? It's a bad word, wasn't it? So in this story, he used a bad word, and the wizard told him that he needed to use strong words instead of bad words. So I think the author is trying to teach you that instead of using bad words, you should use strong words instead to show how you're feeling. Okay? I'll see you guys next time.